This is WKYT This Morning.
Good morning, and it is so good to have you on WKYT. I'm Bill Bryant.
And I'm Rebecca Smith. Hope your Tuesday's off to a great start. It's November 17th.
And now at 6:30, an overnight crash involving a horse has injured a Kentucky State Police trooper. We'll have the latest.
An international manhunt continues for suspects in the Paris attacks amid a growing number of governors trying to block Syrian refugees.
And a Kentucky native belts out a Christian hymn to another standing ovation in front of a live audience.
Boy from Harlan can sing, there's no doubt about that. Also, we have some rain out and about, a couple of sprinkles here and there, and I'd say a couple. We do see it pretty widespread across the region at this moment. We'll get into the afternoon, get rid of that, but guys, the heavier rain actually comes tomorrow. I'll go over the hour-by-hour timing on that coming up.
And now the latest from WKYT News. And new this morning, a Kentucky state trooper was hurt in an overnight crash involving a horse.
Yeah, this happened in Rockcastle County near Brodhead. WKYT's Mike Beyer is live at UK Hospital where that trooper is recovering. Good morning, Mike.
Good morning, Bill and Rebecca. A Kentucky state trooper is recovering here at UK Hospital after he hit a horse early this morning while on duty in Rockcastle County. Kentucky State Police dispatchers say the crash happened around 2 a.m. on Highway 50, and that took place near Brodhead. Authorities tell us the trooper hit the horse, which was standing in the roadway. The trooper was then airlifted right here to UK Hospital. His name and condition have not been released at this time. However, KSP dispatchers tell us the trooper has non-life-threatening injuries. Now we're told that we don't know why the horse was in the road, and we're trying to figure out who it also belongs to. We are told, however, the horse has died. Meanwhile, Highway 150 near Brodhead has reopened. Live in Lexington, Mike Beyer, WKYT.
Okay, so the remaining info we need is how is the trooper doing and the identity, and we'll get that and get it to you as soon as we can.
All right, in other news, French warplanes pounded Islamic militant positions in their de facto capital in Syria again today.
Meanwhile, France says it is still working on identifying some of the more than 120 victims of the Paris attacks. French leaders are demanding security aid and assistance from the European Union. And U.S. Secretary of State John Kerry is in the French capital, where he met with President Francois Hollande and offered American support in the wake of the attacks. The attacks in Paris have led to a partisan issue in this country. A growing number of governors are saying that they do not want to accept any more refugees. WKYT's Mark Barber is at our live desk with some local reaction and angles to this. Good morning.
Good morning, Bill. On one side of the debate, the governor-elect is saying we can't let refugees into Kentucky until we know terrorists aren't slipping in with them. On the other hand, you have the governor saying if Kentucky is going to do the right thing, we'll welcome refugees who are looking for a safe place to live. Governor Steve Beshear will only be our governor for the next 3 weeks, but he says as long as he is in office, Kentucky will accept refugees who have been vetted by service organizations. This morning, we're learning that more than 20 governors are trying to block refugees from settling in their states. Many of them are worried that ISIS terrorists will get into the U.S. by posing as refugees. Governor-elect Matt Bevin shares their concerns. In a statement, he said in part, quote, "My primary responsibility as governor of Kentucky will be to protect the citizens of the Commonwealth. This is why I am joining with other governors across the country in opposing the resettlement of Syrian nationals until we can better determine the full extent of any risks to our citizens." End quote.
Public safety is one of the top priorities of a governor, and we're going to vet these people. We already do, and we're going to do that to make sure that they're who they say they are, but assuming that they're victims, we need to step up and do our part.
Now, we are told that 3 families who have fled Syria have already settled in central Kentucky. Bevin could try to block any more from coming here after he is sworn into office on December 8th. So will he be able to keep refugees out of Kentucky? Legal scholars think that once those refugees are admitted into this country, governors will have little power to keep them from settling in their states. From the live desk, Mark Barber, WKYT.
An interesting issue to be debated. Thanks so much, Mark. An Ohio judge has spared a Kentucky killer his life. The judge sentenced Daniel French to life in prison without parole. French, who is from Madison County, admitted to killing 87-year-old Barbara Howe in Ohio in 2012. The judge said French will die in prison.
A Kentucky family is still looking for answers this morning after a 7-year-old girl was murdered. Investigators say Gabby Doolin was found dead Saturday night behind Allen County Scottsville High School. She was there watching her brothers play football when her family says she suddenly disappeared. The little girl's murder remains a mystery. This morning, there is no indication that police have identified any suspects.
This morning, Kentucky Utilities is warning Lexington business owners of an ongoing phone scam. The company says someone's been calling businesses claiming to be from KU and demanding money to keep the electricity running. KU says in order to avoid being scammed, there's some red flags that business owners should be paying attention to.
The immediacy of the sense of urgency with it, for people to call directly to them and say, you need to pay your money now and pay it by credit card or get me something quickly. That's not the way we do business.
Most of the scam reports have come from a number starting with 1888. If you think someone's trying to scam your business, hang up and immediately report it to KU.
The time this morning is 6:36 on WKYT. And what started out as a small spaghetti dinner to help the family of a fallen Richmond police officer grew into a large event. The Madison County Circuit and District Court clerks teamed up to host a fundraiser for Officer Daniel Ellis's family. It turns out that hundreds of people were there to show their support.
The community in all of the county has shown a lot of support to the police, not just here in Richmond, but we've even seen it in Berea. And we just want to let everybody know how much we appreciate it.
Organizers say last night's event raised at least $11,000 for the Ellis family. Now, there is another fundraiser in the works. Today, the Papa John's in Richmond will donate 100% of its proceeds to the Ellis family. Well, there are only a few weeks left for Governor Steve Beshear to serve out his term, but he is not letting that slow him down at all. WKYT's Jennifer Palumbo sat down and talked with Governor Beshear and First Lady Jane Beshear. The Beshears say they will leave behind some unfinished business, but overall they're pleased with the 8 years in office.
I didn't get gaming passed, and I was hopeful that we could do that for our horse industry. Tax reform. I wish that we had been able to make more progress in that area. But all in all, when I look at the pluses and minuses, and of course we're prejudiced, I think the pluses far outweigh the minuses in terms of sort of where this state is now.
Now, as for what is next, the Beshears say they are planning to spend time with their 3 grandkids and relax at their farm near Lexington. Decompress for a while.
Sounds good to me. They deserve it.
8-year whirlwind, right?
Yeah.
All right, just how good is this young Kentucky basketball team?
We'll find out tonight when they take on when the second-ranked Cats take on 5th-ranked Duke. The two teams will play tonight in Chicago in the State Farm Champions Classic. Coach John Calipari says he's still working on developing strategies with his young team. Playing a heavyweight like Duke so early in the season will test the undefeated Wildcats. Tonight's UK-Duke game is at 7:30 on ESPN, and I was thinking to myself, yeah, that is pretty early in the season for such a big game.
Right, so they have those, the Blue Madness and then those preliminary games and so forth, but it gets real now.
Yeah, I guess so.
You're facing Duke, it's real. All right.
Well, a Kentucky man continues to wow the world with his really amazing voice.
Really does.
Yeah.
Harlan County native Jordan Smith took the stage last night for his latest live performance on NBC's The Voice, and he did not disappoint.
And all I have needed, thy hand hath provided. Great is thy faithfulness, Lord, unto me.
Well, Smith chose an unconventional song performing the Christian hymn, Great Is Thy Faithfulness. He got a standing ovation from all 4 judges. They complimented him on his song choice, given all the tragic events that have happened in the world over the last week. You can download Jordan Smith's performance from last night on iTunes, by the way.
He really does have an amazing voice.
Oh, it's incredible, and certainly a lot of Kentuckians following along here to see how he does.
I like that. They liked his song choice as well. Let's check to see how traffic is moving this morning.
Let's go out to Officer Don with a check on live drive traffic, and we have had some early issues. Good morning, Don.
Good morning. Of course, the roads are wet, and that will have an impact for your ride in this morning. We had a crash earlier on South Broadway at Legion. Now, they're still finishing the report there, let's say, but they have moved traffic over to the side. So South Broadway and Legion back open after earlier slowdown. So that's the great news there on South Broadway. You can still see it's heavy, though, from that injury crash inbound. Now, on the north side of town, no major issues just yet. Just check North Broadway, and we're okay there. Our drive times from Versailles, 12 minutes, Frankfurt, 28, Paris, 19, Winchester's 22, and coming across the Clays Ferry Bridge still holding around 30 minutes. Now back to you in the studio.
Hey, thank you so much, Don. Tuesday morning on WKYT. Hope you're up and at it and off to a great day already. We have a lot more news coming up. It's now 6:41.
Well, there ought to be a better way. Why one grouchy animal's wake-up call is going viral. That's after weather.
And we have a little rain outside this morning. Looks like a whole heap of rain, but remember, a lot of this just sprinkles outside at this very moment. This afternoon looks better, but Wednesday, yeah, heavy rain slides on in. I'll have that coming up next.